Hello and welcome to another video from prematchtrading.com. This is the game between Switzerland and France in the World Cup. Just going to show you a couple of markets to scout, what to look for, etc. You can see here the 1-0 has come in before kickoff. Mainly due to the fact Pinnacle cut their under 2.5 by 12 ticks and Betfair followed soon after. You can see on the spreads here they have the 1-0 at 14s, the same as Betfair. They have the unders more or less the same as Betfair, but they have the Swiss at 5.4 instead of 5.1. So we can deduce from that that the 1-0 is in fact too high. Keep an eye on the draw inflation there as well. Anything under 5% is low. You can see the 1-0 where it's come in. Mirrors the under 2.5 drop there. The unders drop, then so do the lower scores, 1-0, 1-1. 0-1, and these are the trades that were put on earlier. Managed to get on some of these before Pinnacle cut their unders, and also as soon as they cut their unders, jumped on because Betfair often follow what Pinnacle do. Pinnacle are great for trading 2 to 3 hours before kickoff. Spreads are best used for the day before and also for European competitions and also to compare what Betfair have, as was mentioned earlier. See the draw inflation there, we can see the time to kick off. See the spreads prices, the under prices. So now we're just going to scout, we're just going to go in and out, in and out. Show you the 1.5. Got on as soon as Pinnacle cut their unders, laid overs at 1.43. PMT said at the time it should be 1.45. And as long as the under 2.5 remains low and the Swiss don't drift up a lot, then the 1-0 is fine to trade, it's fine to scalp. It shouldn't drift up and out. I tend to scalp hour or two before kickoff, right up to kickoff for live televised games. They are the most liquid, they are the most... you'll get matched a lot quicker than games with very little money in, where you'll find big gaps, wrong prices, and you'll struggle to get taken. So there we go, came out at 3.15. And it's worth checking what Pinnacle do, where they cut unders, what they do with the match odds, because Betfair often do follow. Some of our 1-0 starting to be taken. The Swiss are coming in the match odds, so what happens with their 1-0? That'll drop as well. And this is how markets work and move in tandem with each other. And once you know that, then you're halfway there to making good profits with the PMT tool. As good as the tool is, you really need to know how the markets move. Some people pick it up from day one, the very bright, sharp ones. Some take a little bit of time, but stick with it and persevere and reap the rewards. And some give up after a couple of days, which is no good at all, really. So you can see here the 1-0. PMT is saying it should be a lot lower. It seems to be dropping all the time. And you can see the money starting to be taken at 14, so going to get on the end of that because there's no reason why it's not going to come in. So we match for £200 at 14. instantly going one tick lower, the same amount to steal £100. And there we go, it's come in. Now the back is 13.5, so we just sit and wait there to be matched. Draw inflation is low, it's below 5%, so either we'll see the draw drop, currently at 365, and or we'll see the dog Switzerland drift up and out. Normally would advise to actually lay at the back price here at 146, but we're just checking here. You can see that PMT is saying 1.48, so if you watch what we do here, we go in at 147, which is the lay price for £500. So our liability is £235. When we go in at 3.1 for £235, we actually make £6.50 here within sort of, well, very quickly. And if you can do this several times, 5, 6, 7, 10 times in a game, recycling the same money, then that is where the profits come from. You don't need massive banks with this. You don't need, I personally use a bank of £1,500, get it up to 2,000, withdraw that from Betfair, and then start again. So you don't need £5,000, £10,000 banks. We knew the 3.1 was the correct price at the time. PMT told us that. And there was no reason that unders were suddenly going to drift back up and out to screw us over. So there we go, we've all been taken on the 1-0. Excellent. The match odds and the 2.5, they are the most liquid markets, so they move other markets. Once they go, the 1.5, 3.5, 4.5 and correct score, they soon follow after. And that's where PMT spots and gives us an edge before they actually move. We can get on before the changes actually arrive and happen. So just sort of seeing what roughly our green up figure is there. Not going to do it yet because it looks like the 1-0 is not finished doing what it's doing. As you can see, the draw has dropped a tick. DI is anything under sort of 5.5% is low, and the draw will either come in and or the dog will drift. For a high draw inflation, 17% or over, and you can lay the draw, and either the draw will drift and or the underdog will come in. They'll get stronger. And the 1-0 came in a little bit further. Didn't get on that, unfortunately. But PMT showed us the way. It is accurate. It is correct. And there's no reason why you can't do very well with it. A lot of people do. The season's just about to get underway. We're really looking forward to another season. We have a chat room where tips, advice are given out. We also send out email advice, anything from 2 to 4 times a week. And we have various videos, email support to help people on their way, because we want you all to succeed using the tool. There is nothing else out there that we know of, so it is unique. And we'll soon be bringing out something similar for the horses, which will be called PRT, pre-race trading. So if you're interested in that, you can drop us a line at tradingthehorses at gmail.com. Put your name down on the list for that when more information comes out. So there you go. We're all greened up. I'm off to the pub. Had enough work for the day. Got a little £80. Don't really care who wins. Just going to get a few beers and a nice meal.